Tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from the family of a pregnant woman who was shot at a DeKalb County condo complex. They spoke with our Beth Yates just a few hours ago, telling her they are brokenhearted.
We still don't know who. Still don't know why. We're still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out why she was even there at that time.
Once again, L1 to Woodstock Ambulance Duty Crew, respond for an adult female fallen, unable to ambulate. The Robbins resident, 11 Chester's Place. Repeating to Woodstock Ambulance Duty Crew, respond for an adult female.
Shania M. Rodriguez, 20, was a fun, loving young lady. She loved to be with her family and just was a beautiful soul. Her and her mother were like best friends, and her mother would say her daughter was so silly and loved to dance to music while listening to some of her favorite songs. And she was the only 20-year-old she knew who would sit around and watch SpongeBob all day. She loved to take pictures and was a pleasant young woman. Shania was also a daddy's girl, and there was nothing he would not do for her. She also had a special relationship with her grandmother, and when she needed to vent, they would get together and go to their favorite ice cream shop, Brewster's, and have those special life conversations. Shania was one of 3 of her mother's kids, and she was very close to her 2 brothers. But sadly, one of her brothers, 13-year-old Nazir Rodriguez, was over a family member's house, and when he was asleep in bed, someone tragically shot him, and he didn't make it. And what makes it even harder, it was on Nazir's 13th birthday when he lost his life. It is believed, though, he was not the intended target. It was very hard on Shania and her family. However, they supported each other and were beginning to see healing after 8 long years since he passed. Shania will become pregnant with her first child in 2022 and was due at the top of 2023. On February 2nd, 2023, 8 months pregnant, Shania was at the Brannon Hill condo complex in Clarkston, Georgia, when the DeKalb Police Department say officers responded to a 911 call at approximately 5:45 a.m. It was in reference to a person shot. Upon arrival, they located a young woman suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. She was rushed to a local hospital for treatment. Police say the victim, that was pregnant at the time of the shooting, once she arrived to the hospital, doctors took her over and they delivered her baby via emergency C-section. Both the mother and the baby were in critical condition. The mother was Shania and her daughter, who was named Milani. Officials will confirm that Shania would sadly pass away 2 days after being shot.
Shania Rodriguez did not survive and are now focused on supporting her newborn daughter. Beth is at the DeKalb County Police headquarters right now as detectives continue searching for the person who pulled that trigger, killing this mother. Beth?
That's exactly right. And what makes this even harder is that Shania's brother was also killed 8 years ago on his 13th birthday. And tonight, that family is hoping that Shania's baby, Emiliani, will make a full recovery.
We still don't know who. Still don't know why. We're still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out why she was even there at that time. Why she wasn't in her own bed like she is every other night.
Shania Rodriguez's mother, Adriana, opened up to 11 Alive for the first time today about the shooting that killed her daughter on February 2nd at the Brannon Hill condo complex. When DeKalb County Police arrived at the complex that morning, they discovered Shania, who was 8 months pregnant, had been shot in the head.
However, the baby remained in critical condition in the NICU because when she was born, she had been without oxygen for about 30 minutes after her mom lost consciousness. According to Shania's mother, baby Milani still hasn't opened her eyes, and the MRI showed her entire brain is damaged, even the stem, that she cannot breathe on her own. She also can't swallow, so she can't eat. She has to be fed through a tube. She was having a really bad seizure and shakes. Her body shakes and twitches. The sweet, innocent baby now has a long road to recovery, and doctors have told the family she may never breathe, walk, or talk on her own. Her family were just saddened that this could have happened and were at a loss and who would shoot a mother 8 months pregnant in the head.
Doctors were able to deliver her baby, Emiliani, during an emergency C-section. The infant was without oxygen for about 30 minutes after her mom lost consciousness, and it has left Emiliani in critical condition.
She still hasn't opened her eyes. The MRI showed her entire brain is damaged, even the stem. She cannot breathe on her own. She can't swallow, so she can't eat. She has to be fed through a tube. She was having seizures really bad. Her body shakes, twitches and stuff.
Rodriguez says her granddaughter has a long road to recovery, and doctors have told her she may never breathe or walk on her own. And as Rodriguez prepares for the struggle of supporting her granddaughter, her daughter's ashes now sits on the table in her living room as a reminder of that horrific day.
When do we as a community come together and say enough is enough? Like, I understand being in the streets, I understand the code of the streets, I understand you don't tell, you don't do this, you don't do that, but these streets don't love nobody.
As the family prepares to lay Shania to rest, the investigation will turn up a suspect on February 27, 2023. The DeKalb County deputies arrested 22-year-old DeMonte Hadcoats outside a barbershop. It was determined that Rodriguez was pregnant with DeMonte's child when he shot and killed her. According to the arrest warrant, DeMonte faces malice murder charges and is being held at the DeKalb County Jail with no bond.
We've got some breaking news just into the newsroom. DeKalb County police have made an arrest in the death of a pregnant woman. 22-year-old Diamante Heathcote is now charged with murder. Police say he shot and killed Sanaya Rodriguez earlier this month at the Brandon Hill condominium community on Old Singleton Lane. Officials say Heathcote was the father of her baby and the two lived together. At last check, that baby is in critical condition. Heathcote is being held without bond.
I truly hope that baby Milani pulls through and that there's a miracle that she will be able to live a normal life. It's just so sad that he could allegedly shoot the mother of his child.
This baby got to live. The baby got to be okay because I can't just not have nobody. I can't.
Well, she is praying that this little one will pull through. The baby's mom, her own daughter, was shot and killed earlier this month in DeKalb County, and the newborn is now fighting to survive.
Atlanta News 4's Zach Summers is live at the Grady Memorial Hospital in downtown Atlanta. And Zach, you spoke with the family today.
Yeah, you know, Shania Rodriguez was her mother's best friend. That mother now clinging to hope that her grandbaby, who continues to fight for her life here at Grady Hospital, pulls through.
But it's like, when do we as a community come together and say enough is enough?
3 weeks after her pregnant daughter was shot in the head, Adrienne Rodriguez is still numb, unable to properly mourn the loss of her middle child because she's too focused on her granddaughter's survival.
She's so beautiful. Oh my God, she's so beautiful.
It's very tragic, and my prayers and thoughts go out to the family in this difficult time. My prayers and thoughts definitely go out for the baby and praying for a speedy recovery. So I want to thank you again for tuning in, and please comment your thoughts and prayers for the family in their difficult time as well, and hit that like button to share to make your people aware. And as always, remember, stay woke. Things change quickly.
Thank you everybody for coming. I really don't know what to say other than already. Long live Shania.
Long live Shania!
Lahana.